Welcome back to the CryptoLabs YouTube channel. I am still traveling, so no camera, no mic, but I've got to share this. People have made so much money on Aerodrome. We started talking about it in early March. If you've been in since then, you've done really well, but it is not too late. And I want to break down some of the analysis on really Aerodrome, the DEX itself, how we're playing this strategy, how we're creating Aero for free. And this strategy goes well beyond just Aero. So I'm just going to spend a few minutes and dive into it. Now, every time I'm like, hey, we were talking about this then, people are like, proof. Inside the Underdog Investor Group, which is our paid community, way back even in March here, March 1st. We were talking about it before then. End of week reports, we share our top positions. And I was starting to position myself in Aerodrome. I had a small leveraged position on XtraFi. It was worth $2,200, around $2,000. That position is now worth $30,000. I have taken profit, and my exposure to Aero is still around $25,000. And I do think we could still see a 10x from here, which would be a nice six-figure payout. So we're always sharing stuff. We're always trying to find the juicy stuff early. Do we win every time? No. But one win can literally make tens, if not hundreds of thousands of dollars. So we have been talking about it for a while. Then a couple days ago, I did a Aero price prediction, and we were talking about, I'll just kind of draw this box. We were talking about where I thought a nice re-entry was. I was just below like the 95 cent mark, and I was kind of being like, we could see down to 77 cents, even 70 cents, but anywhere in here was a good buy. I did scoop some up, and right now we're looking at around 119, so it has bounced back pretty nice. I think back to the $2, $2.20, which is another 172%. I like to double and triple my money. If I've got 10 grand, I like to turn 10 grand into 30 grand. There are very few investment vehicles, if not almost none, that you, unless you're like a drug dealer, that you can do that this quickly and stay as liquid as you can. This is why I love DeFi. It's why we built the UIG. It's why I'm so passionate about this stuff, is you can actually get ahead. I did a video yesterday here in Nashville talking about earned income. Most people are trading time for money, and then leveraged or passive or capital gain type income. I've got a plan for what I want to do with my profits from Aero. And it's super shiny and it's super nice. But I don't want to work. I don't want to trade my time for money for that item or that trip or that whatever it is you're doing. I want to work for earned income, move that earned income, invest it, and then make money off my investments. So I'm no longer trading time for money. And again, to turn a couple grand into 30 grand like we did, and then turn this 25 grand into six figures plus, to me, that's such a easier way to navigate life than, oh, it's too risky, so I'm just going to keep swinging a hammer or showing up to work every day. And there's nothing wrong with work, but you want to supercharge your earnings. And there's nothing wrong with swinging a hammer. I was blue collar for 8 years, but I just realized this is not getting me ahead. And I just took charge of my destiny. So I think Aero, I do not think it's too late. In fact, I think Aero is a $10 token. I think Aerodrome is positioned. We'll just look here. If you go to DeFi Llama, do this now. Take 2 minutes to do this. Go on DeFi Llama, go down to categories. I hang out here all the time. We use DeFi Llama and Crystal as kind of our main tools. We use them quite often. We have a few other tools, but go over to DEXs. And have a look at where we're sitting here. We're sitting at $18.97 billion in total value locked. Look where we were for the last bull run. Now, if you want to do a little more research to kind of create your own thesis here, and I'll let you do it. I don't want to say just go buy Aero without actually understanding what we're doing here. Go look at, so the last bull run we were at, 70. I know we were over that. I thought we were at almost 78 billion or something in total value locked on DEXs. That's decentralized exchanges, just like this Aero, which, by the way, I'll go over what I'm doing here. I'm printing a bunch of free Aero, so I'm probably sitting on about $1,000 more of Aero, $550 and $1,000. So because the price is up, $1,500, $1,600 more of Aero. Now that's from the emissions, from me basically providing liquidity on Aerodrome. That's insane. So you're saying I can provide liquidity, and this is why we love building our business, like our DeFi as a business, is I can build all these small businesses. They print me Aero. Then I can stack this Aero. I'm sitting on another, probably, I bought some another 8,863 aero because I've been kind of dollar cost averaging. So my exposure is actually beyond 25 grand right now. But I've been scooping it up down here. I think it's an awesome entry. So I scooped up some more. Also in liquidity pools that are printing me aero, and then I can take that aero, I can stack it. No, I am not locking my aero for 3 or 4 years to make 60, 70% on it, but I am long-term bullish on it. I'm not selling my aero. I'm stacking it. I'm providing liquidity. I'm providing a service. I'm getting paid for it. Now, Aerodrome does work a little bit differently. Like, don't be concerned if you see no trading fees, because you do have to lock your aero in order to get access to those trading fees. But for now, to me, the emissions of 170% here and 320% here are more than enough. As I predict, Aerodrome will kind of lower those returns and lower those emissions. I may think about staking my aero. We'll see. But all I know is have a look at the major dexes when the volume was up at, or when the total value locked was at 70, 80 billion dollars. Have a look at what the prices on those dexes were doing. We started talking about that late last year. Hey, start sitting on some native DEX tokens, because when the bull run comes and it comes hot and heavy, if history repeats itself, those DEX tokens do really well. And I think Aero is positioned for a really, really awesome run. And I don't just say that. A lot of people just share the screen and they talk theory. I'm like, I'm in the arena. I'm not making this up. These are my numbers. I've got 25K exposure. That's about 6% of my overall portfolio. But I'm extremely bullish on it. I think Aero is one of my most juicy positions, and I'm really excited to see the future of Aero here. We're already sitting at 119. Not long ago, as you can see here, we were sitting at 83, 82 cents or so. Nice little bounce back. And again, I don't think 221 is far off. We've already hit those numbers before. And I don't think 5, 6, 7, 8, $8 is far off. And even from here, if we did go up to 8, so to come back to kind of all-time highs, we'd be doubling our money. But if we did, and again, we can't predict this, have a ladder out strategy for sure. But if we started shooting up to 5, 6, beyond 5, I mean, you can 3, 4, 5x your money here. But you got to study the fundamentals of Aerodrome, understand what a DEX is, have a look at the history of what DEXs did in the last bull run, and have a ladder out strategy, and be okay being wrong. What's your plan if you're wrong? What kind of haircut are you willing to take? You've got to have these things planned out ahead of time, so you're just shooting blind, listening to some YouTuber, which I would not just blindly listen to anyone, including myself. Please do your own research. That said, I'm going to get out of here. I just wanted to pop in. I'm going to be off the grid for the next few days at a kind of a men's retreat. We're doing some deep personal work, which you know I'm into. To me, it's stop trading your time for money. Find a way to earn money without linking your time to it, so you can actually focus on the most important things, which is working on yourself. And that's the life I chose to build, and that's the life I built. So Aerodrome, big fan. Take it, leave it. With that said, I will leave some other videos. Check out the live we did. I'll move my mug in the middle. Check out the live we did a few days ago, because we went deep into different indicators and how I think about when I'm looking at an asset. How am I navigating, making decisions around, do I buy, sell, how much do I buy? So definitely check out that live. It is 50 minutes long, but it's worth it. I'll link it up here. I'll link some other videos up here. Truly appreciate you. With that said, I'm going to get out of here. Peace.